Welcome back. My name is Patrick Nolan. I'm an attorney licensed in the state of Missouri. This is Pat Talks Law. Well, driving an hour and a half for law day. That's fun. 3 cases, each of which will take no more than 5-10 minutes. And I'm going to be there for 2 hours. On top of a 3-hour drive. But that's the gig, right? So, what we are going to talk about today is Missouri marijuana legalization, the problems that are inherent in this, the competing philosophies, ideas, and the current situation. Now, I hear from a lot of organizations that want me to discuss their point of view. And ironically, many of them have merit. You know, for example, right now we've heard about Fair Access Missouri's proposal and the problems with it. Fair Access Missouri has proposed and submitted a marijuana legalization ballot proposal. And is it better than nothing? Well, probably. Is it what we're looking for? Probably not. You know, when it comes down to legalization, one of the things that we're absolutely seeking is expungement of marijuana-related criminal offenses. Okay? We have been sending people to jail for selling dime bags of weed for decades. But now that the state is collecting a license fee from a rich white guy, we're going to let him do it. And we're going to leave the other people incarcerated. White, black, brown. It isn't about race. It's more about class and economic status. Let's be honest. The rich people were never going to prison for weed. So, we need expungement. But with expungement, we also need to decriminalize marijuana. So, Fair Access Missouri's proposal that leaves weight limits in place, in my opinion, is fundamentally flawed and counterproductive to that. So, that is, I think, a negative. Is it better than total criminalization? It's better than what we currently have? You know? Okay, maybe. But let's look at what the competing proposals are. Yeah, that's them. So, New Approach Missouri is going to file theirs, I'm sure. And their legalization is going to look very much like the medical marijuana legalization. It's going to further consolidate control of the marijuana industry into the MoCan cartel. Now, I'm not happy with the way things worked. I don't particularly like the way that medical marijuana was approved, implemented, and the process. There's been a lot of what an objective viewer would reasonably consider to be corruption in the process. But I can't fault the guys at MoCan, the ladies at MoCan, from using their money and their connections to secure themselves a spot in an industry where they're going to make millions of dollars. And I think everybody who is faulting them for that is overlooking that if they had the money and the connections, they would do it too. They're not faulting them for doing it. They're pissed because they don't have the connections and the money to do it themselves. So that's the reality of where we're at. We're looking right now potentially to, now we've heard about Representative Dogan's bills. I've been assured by a friend of mine that Dogan's bill is going to get pushed through. It's going to get a hearing in the legislature. It's going to go to committee. It's going to get up to the Senate. But, you know, the citizens of the state of Missouri are in an abusive relationship with our legislature. Sure, the legislature's saying, yeah, we're going to do it this time. We're going to do what you want this time. This time it'll be different. No, it won't. No, it won't. You know, I like Representative Dogan's proposal. I think that there are some good points in it. There's a point I don't like, and I've mentioned that before in the past. It removes the right to use medical marijuana from the Constitution. But the proposal generally is a good one, which is why it has no hope of passing the legislature. So, we cannot wait for the legislator to realize, no, we're serious this time. We need more proposals. We need a true citizens marijuana legalization ballot measure. We need to keep it simple. Medical marijuana is a right under the Missouri Constitution. People on state probation shall be allowed to use medical marijuana. People with the appropriate certification. People involved in the family court shall be allowed to use their medical marijuana with the appropriate doctor certification. All marijuana criminal convictions shall be expunged. Now and forever. There shall be a 2% sales tax on marijuana. Period. No municipality or state government, no political entity in the state of Missouri will be allowed to increase tax on marijuana or marijuana-related facilities, except as part of a general large tax, as a general tax. The state can increase the state sales tax, but it can't increase the tax on marijuana. It shall remain illegal to drive under the influence of any to drive while intoxicated by any substance. It shall remain illegal to provide marijuana to any minor child without a doctor's certification. There you go. That's your ballot measure. Keep it simple, keep it direct, and you're done. Get in, get out. There shall be no restrictions on home cultivation. There shall be no restrictions on business beyond normal business licensing. This is not rocket science. You don't need 87 freaking pages. That's how simple the proposal can be. We don't need to appeal to this particular political group. It's a freaking ballot measure. .66% of the population approved medical marijuana. Predictions are between 60 and 70% are going to approve legalization. You don't have to suck up to a special interest group. It's going to get approved. Which one will be approved? That's the question. Now, do we cut down other competing proposals? Do we say, well, Representative Dogan's bill is going to be reintroduced, and that's a pretty good one. So Fair Access Missouri sucks, and we need to talk it down and shut it down and get away from it. I don't think so. Because, well, something could happen. If Dogan's bill doesn't make it through to the ballot. Or, New Approach Missouri's proposal. Unless they've got some significant changes, it's going to have some significant challenges. Again, what happens with that one? Well, do we talk it down? Do we say New Approach Missouri's bill is going to suck, or proposal is going to suck? There are going to be some issues with it. There were issues with the last one they did. Hell, maybe they don't even present it. Maybe they just say, hey, look, we spent enough. We own the medical marijuana. We're going to step back and let you guys flounder. That could happen too. New Approach Missouri spent a lot of money getting medical marijuana approved. Legalization is potentially going to hurt the people who spent the money to get medical. So that's what I see. Again, this is a political question. It's not really a legal question. But if you're going to do it, you're going to put forth a medical marijuana ballot measure, or a marijuana legalization ballot measure, then damn it, do it right. Take the time to write it up. Take the time to make it so it'll pass the initial checks. Let's get the comments going. Let's get it approved for circulation. Okay? Like many attorneys, I make a lot of money defending people on marijuana crimes. I would rather do something else. I would rather not have to charge somebody to go defend them on a possession of marijuana case. I would rather advise them on the new marijuana-related business they're starting. I would rather talk to them about how they're going to put together their business plan, what they're going to do, how they're going to write their contracts with their customers, help them write their contracts. I would rather represent them in the inevitable lease negotiations, or when somebody gets ticked off and actually does sue. That's what I would rather do. I would rather do that and help facilitate business than have to be in court defending somebody on a bullshit possession of marijuana charge. So please come behind legalization and look at all of the proposals. Evaluate them. Does this meet what you want? But at the same time, don't let good, or don't let perfect be the enemy of good. Okay? It may not be perfect, but if it's a move in the right direction, that might be something we need to do. So that's it for today. Please hit like, subscribe. We'll be talking again soon. We're going to be discussing some of the other issues that we have coming up, not just medical marijuana and marijuana related things, but general good to know criminal law issues. We're still working on getting the Fourth Amendment series going. Frankly, I've got to find somebody that can help produce video, because I'm not a video producer and I just don't have time. So, thank you. We'll be talking again soon.